What's up? Good evening. Today is the 12th September 2022. The Maharishi School of Management Story, Chapter 40, Update. You know, the story is picking up so much momentum that there are so many things that, you know, it's like when something scoops up everything. What do they call that? Dredging. It kind of, you drag everything along the way. So I had thought the story would limit itself on Tigoni, Limuru. Of course, that's the location of the story. But so far as the plot line grows, we are going to go into, locations now. We are going to go into Limuru, the town. We are going to go into Banana, the nearest town. And I think we are going to have an incident to do with the hospital. So you expect some drama. There's going to be some drama there. You have not been let loose on that because what we have is the suspense. She's clearly not being honest or opening up to the fact that she might have conceived, you know what I mean? So that is the storyline, but as it's building, now you can see that I am shifting directions towards her friend who has come in to the picture with a bang, you know what I mean? So, because she comfortably assumes that, I'm Patrick's girlfriend and he's my man, you know what I mean? This is what they call a comfort zone. Unbeknown to her, her friend is going behind her back. Check this out. So that's the story. So Limuru, let's get it right. Limuru, Banana, and I think when we come back to Tigoni, the jogging now isn't fitting anywhere within the story. So the three characters are going to converge. It's going to be like a confluence where, say, rivers meet, but they don't mix waters. So when one river meets another, the water never mixes. It's strange. I don't know why it happens. So the story will follow each other parallel or to each other. You get me? So those who, this is hard to explain if you haven't seen it. So if two rivers meet, the water never mixes. One river will pour in its water, and the other tributary will pour in its water. And the two will flow along each other. So we have the two characters now. On top of that, now we have the girlfriend that had come into my life previously. And because we were concentrating on only one character, my girlfriend in Maharishi, we had left everything to kind of hang in the balance. So hanging in the balance means that we can put in things like suspicion and build on that. We have the first encounter, the romantic encounter in the Limuru forest. I didn't explain that forest very well. That forest is or was, at the time, it was it was a very thick forest. But I don't know if either today is still like that, but behind the school, from Limuru Girls, there was a farm, I think, called Kiambathu farm. I don't remember exactly what farm it was. But then, right after that, you walk into that forest. It's always pitch dark, even during the day. So, and then you walk right as you walk into the forest, the road kind of ditches down and then climbs up. So once you reach the ditch bottom now, at the bottom of the road, climbing up, it's pitch dark, day and night. So let's carry on. And so I will revisit that first encounter. Was it something usual for anybody? People used to walk through the forest. They used to walk through the forest because it leads you to Tigoni waterfalls. The Tigoni waterfalls is another location that is going to come in the story. So you know, as the story is building momentum, we are shifting locations now so that we build on the plot line. So what happens in Nazareth? I think it's Nazareth Hospital. I'm going to investigate on that because something happens at night, and I go to the driver's house to seek his assistance to take me to hospital. You get me? To take me to hospital. And what he didn't know, was he taking me to hospital or was he taking somebody else to hospital? Who was in the car, and why is it that the principal comes along? What was going on? And remember, Limuru was very, very dark at night. There were no lights like you could see, like it's a place in the middle of nowhere, Kenya Highlands, in the Highlands, Kenya Highlands, Rift Valley. Imagine. So that is how isolated the place was. And that's the location of the story. So if you want to picture a rural setting, you'd have this in mind, so that you always had to you had to find your way about and about. So whatever you did in the day, right in the evening, there was nothing else to do. So, the last part of the first semester. Remember now, this is all happening in semester 1. First semester. September the 13th, I arrive in Kenya. They pick me up at Ambassador Hotel. We go shopping to Sharit Center, Nakumat. You get me? That is where I did my first shopping in Kenya. So we shopped everything we did. So going and being dropped off in a school in no man's land. That's what I call it. So, and you realize that you were on your own. So that would have an impact later on, because now I was making key decisions that were amounting to what would happen next. So imagine having the free run of two Kenyan beauties, let me call them beauties, and they are all after one person. So how do you make a decision who came first and what came first? You know, you might have come first, but I didn't have feelings for you. She came last, but I had feelings for her. So she wins, isn't it? She wins. So whom did I have feelings for first? You get me? That's why in the story I say the first cut is the deepest. So was the first cut the deepest? What happened in the forest? Sasa mulitombana kwa nje, ene? Ulitomba mbibi, mulitombana kama, mapenzi ya ujinga, si hivyo. So that is her benchmark. That's you know what I mean. That's the linchpin. So we are basing the story on that. So is my first girlfriend using that as a benchmark to influence the direction in the story? You know, if she comes up with the, what I mean? So she's saying, I'm pregnant. What course of direction is it going to affect? Then if my other girlfriend, with all the love and affection that I have for her, I feel her love, you know what I mean? So her love is stronger than the other one. So it's a weighing scale. So that is the story now. It's building. You get me? It's simmering. So you're going, the tension is there. So do we drift? You know, this is what I mean. Love and lust are two different things. I can lustfully love somebody and then it fizzles out. But then you can love somebody irrespective of anything. So, if you weigh it up, you see it, all right? You guys, I love you, catch you back. But chapter 40 onwards, we are going to change the location. And we shall be out of Limuru. You know what I mean? Out of Tigoni. So, the story is from Maharishi School of Management with Love. It's a biopic fictional story set on location. And it all happens in relation to my maiden voyage to Kenya, Nairobi, 1994. So there are two stories merging within each other. Let's continue.